Guccio Gucci, born on 26 March 1881 in Florence in Italy, died on 2nd January 1953 in Milan in Italy. Guccio Gucci said the bitterness of poor quality is remembered long after the sweetness of low price has faded from memory. Guccio Govan Battista Giacinto Dario Maria Gucci was an Italian businessman and fashion designer. He is most known for being the founder of the fashion house of Gucci. Guccio Gucci said the bitterness, truth is bitter, but the fruits are sweet, they say this. The bitterness, to understand the truth, the moment you see the bitterness, you must almost always know that mango is going to ripe and you will get the sweetness. But if you are in a hurry, you can pickle it up. Pickled one, according to naturopathy, they say, how much time a pickled mango can stay in the bottle? For 6 months to a year. That much time it will take to digest in your body. But if you wait a little more, you can get the real sweet mango and it will digest instantly. And people say those who have diabetes shouldn't take mango. What is diabetes? The pipelines are not cleaned and the pipelines is blocked with dirt. Then the doctors gives different names that you are a Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. That you have a high blood pressure, you got sugar, you got BP, you got this, you got all these names only because you are not clean your pipeline. How do you clean your pipeline? To clean your pipeline, you have to understand, you have to practice your samskriti. Every house should keep a particular exercise routine, warming up and stretching, and one art which they practice to sweat. Only then you start the day. And every time the child is taught, before he gives an answer, he has to understand, he has to go back and ask. He has to ask his mind to go back to the family, his mother and father. Think of the mother and father and the family's samskriti. And once he understands that, and then he gives an answer, then the bitterness of poor quality, then you will not get trapped with the poor quality. The bitterness of poor quality is remembered. You must remember now, otherwise it will be too late. The bitterness of poor quality. Before you answer, you have to just make sure that your family tradition is kept. Otherwise, they say the love is blind. In the sense of telling, you cannot accept somebody whom you do not know. First impression, the best impression. No. Hari-bari, gooseberry, no. Try again. At last you say, all that was created by the invaders to make you a nobody. Try. Nobody has succeeded, but try again. No. If you have practiced 1,000 times and you are connected to the family tree, the very first instance, you can get through. Yes, you do not have to try. The try again was a tactic to make you a slave. Please try to understand. Guccio Gucci said the bitterness of poor quality is remembered long after the sweetness of low prices faded. Because low prices, all that glitters is not that gold. You can be purchased with 5 rupees. Before somebody tells you, you must remember whether that has got a value. Forget about that is God value. You have to understand your value. To understand your value, if you practice the Samskriti, it comes out openly. It comes out instantly. Answers flows without thinking. If you practice 1,000 times, it strikes without thinking. If you practice 100,000 times and 500,000, 100,000 times to master, 500,000 times to own that technique, if you have practiced the Samskriti 100,000 times and 500,000 times, it's just simple. You do not even have to count, because from your childhood, from your birth, in your family, if the Samskriti is practiced every day together with your family, a family sits together, eats together, prays together, grows. If you practice 100,000 times, becomes a way of life. Before you answer, your mind can automatically click. The mind can automatically understand what the other side is asking. Like the Japanese kid, one look and he looks down, he can always scan, and the police asks how the robber looks, the child can draw. Every child is taught art. That is how Guccio Gucci said, the bitterness of poor qualities, and poor qualities remembered. All that glitters is not that gold. Love is blind. You cannot be blind for a love, because that has to be taken for centuries after centuries. Even for you to live with that person for years, 80 years to 100 years, and generation after generation, think before. The bitterness of poor quality, remember long after the sweetness of low price. Sweetness of low price has faded from memory. Yes. Then when it goes out, you jumped it, and then you understand. It is very difficult to create that quality. Quality is different. I had a Marwadi Mataji coming to our school, a school which I run for the visually challenged and for the loving children. Mataji comes there, and one time she asked me, Guruji, what you want for the children? I said, school uniforms. Where do you get it? So I said, yes, it's available in Avenue Road in Bangalore city. That is the wholesale market area. So I and Mataji went. She said, do you know the shop? And that is the beginning days of my running the school. I went with Mataji to the shop. I knew that shop guy. So, and when the order came, it was quite a big amount of money. Maybe that time it was 2 lakhs, 2.5 lakhs or something. So once he built it up, I told him, you know, I'm from Rakum school, so the regular discount should be given. And he said, yes, regular discount is 10% given. Mataji immediately said, no, मेरे को नहीं चाहिए, डिस्काउंट नहीं चाहिए. देखो अच्छा कपड़ा दे दो, अच्छा माल दे दो, 5 रुपए ज़्यादा चाहिए तो रखो, मेरे को अच्छा माल दे दो. I was shocked what Mataji said in Hindi is, I translated it in English. He said, no, I do not want discount. You see, this Marwadi is, Mataji is a rich lady. She's coming to a poor school like me, and the material is bought for poor children, but she said, can you believe? Still she told the man, I do not want 10% discount. I do not want your discount. I will give you 5 rupees extra, but give you acha mal, means give me good material. Because she's telling me, if you ask for discount, they show you this one, and the moment you ask for discount, they give you another one, the cheap material. When you take it home, the threads will come, the cloth will fade, children will look very ugly. Can you believe? The richest people has got a loving heart. From there I knew what Guccio Gucci said. The bitterness of poor quality is remembered. Is remembered long after the sweetness of low price has faded from memory. To understand the value of your family, you leave the family and go outside. Then this is my 373rd small.